so dope.
Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody's having a good day. Couple of things. First of all, I want to let you all know, and I'll say it again when people get here because there's 2 people here right now, but Ava over here, it's her 2nd birthday today. Can you believe it? The day after we got her from the rescue place that we adopted her from, she was on my channel, and now she's 2 years old. 2 years old today. She's a little less of a terrorist than she was when we first got her. I don't know how long you all have been around, but when she was a baby, a little baby Ava, she actually peed on this bed right here while I was streaming. She just decided she needed to go right then and peed on the bed. Look at how much she's grown up now. 2 years old. Can you believe I'm going to give her a treat just because she's a birthday girl. I'll give them all treats. I, of course, have Ava here. And I have 2 Xenas again today. I have 2 Xenas. I have this. Oh, she's on this side. This Xena right here that we're dog sitting. And then we have my Xena, my co-host right over there. There's one for Ava. There's one for that Xena. And there's one for this Xena. There you go. All right. So let's, I guess, just get on with the show. Welcome, everyone. Glad you're here. So this is a story that I saw that reminded me there was an actress back in the 90s, I want to say it was, where this guy was like in love with her and was stalking her and took a bus, like a Greyhound from, I should have pulled the names of these people that I'm talking about, but I didn't. There was a lot of commotion right before we went live, as usual. But there was an actress who, it was like just a small like sitcom show or something like that. She wasn't like a super famous lady, but she was a young like actress, and this dude thought that he had a relationship with her, but in reality he was just sending her fan letters, and like whoever was running her fan club would send back these letters that were just like, all printed out the same and just sent back saying thank you for the fan mail, I hope you're doing good, whatever. And he thought that when he met her in real life, she didn't know who he was, and he thought she was snubbing him somehow. Total parasocial relationship. And he ended up going to her house and ringing her doorbell and killing her. And that's what this first story reminded me of. But this is people who met on Discord instead. So, stay vigilant out there. Stay careful.
This morning for online gamers after police say one man became obsessed with a woman he was playing with and ended up stalking and trying to kill her. Here's ABC's Andrea Fajii.
This morning, a warning for online gamers after police say 2 men traveled from Canada to California.
By the way, her boyfriend was home. In case you're wondering why his face looks like that, it's because her boyfriend was home at the time. So keep that in mind when you decide you're going to stalk somebody, people out there in the World Wide Web. Some people have their boyfriend home, and then your face ends up looking like this. He's lucky he didn't die. I think if somebody were to show up to my house like that, there wouldn't be no mugshots taken.
To find and attack a fellow female gamer.
We know that online gaming is a big thing nowadays, and you just have to be cautious.
Law enforcement says Canadian Devin Vanderhoff and a Monterey County woman knew each other from online gaming after playing together for years. They say last week, Vanderhoff and his friend, Darius White, took a flight and traveled to her home.
It led to what we are calling an obsession, to where the point that Mr. Vanderhoff ended up flying from Canada down to Salinas, California, began following our victim and getting to know her pattern of life.
Authorities say the 2 men posed as delivery drivers holding a package. They say when the woman's boyfriend answered the door, Vanderhoff stabbed him. When the woman jumped in to help, she was stabbed as well. Both the boyfriend and Vanderhoff were taken to the hospital. Vanderhoff's friend got away, but was arrested at the airport.
Guys coming from Vancouver to Salinas to pose as an Amazon delivery person and stab somebody. I mean, it's extraordinary.
Law enforcement says this all could have been a lot worse because inside that package were handcuffs, duct tape, and knives. They say it's a cautionary tale for online.
I was muted. I was muted through that whole thing. I'm going to give the dogs a cookie because I don't make the rules, but the rules around here are that if I talk with my mic muted, the dogs get a treat. I'm almost out, by the way. I need to get more of these mini milk bones. You guys are too generous to me, so I'm running low. What do you think he was planning to do with handcuffs, duct tape, and knives in the package? And I don't know if he maybe they'll tell us, but I don't know if he had the actual like Amazon delivery driver outfit. I don't know, but he was posing as an Amazon delivery driver. Y'all say happy birthday to Ava. Happy birthday, Ava. Happy birthday. Maybe I'll stay muted a lot today so you get lots of treats. She's 2 years old today. There she is. I think it's the first dog I've ever had that I know her actual birth date because we adopted her as a puppy. Usually we adopt grown dogs, but we adopted her at 9 weeks old, so they had paperwork where we knew her birthday, and it's today.
Gamers.
Don't divulge personal information to people because you just don't know who is on that other end.
Both men are charged with attempted murder. Authorities say the woman is okay. The boyfriend is recovering. Andrea Fuji, ABC News, New York.
That's a crazy story. It's a crazy story. All right, next up. Son dead, mother in critical condition after home invasion in upscale Philadelphia suburb. The 61-year-old mother called the police after surviving multiple gunshots, according to reports. A home invasion in an upscale Philadelphia suburb turned fatal over the weekend. I can speak today. I promise I can speak today. That sounded like I was drunk right there. I promise I haven't drank anything yet today. Home invasion in an upscale Philadelphia suburb turned fatal over the weekend after the suspect broke into a home in the Lower Marion Township at 2:20 a.m. on December 8th. The Montgomery County District Attorney's Office announced the intruder fatally shot 25-year-old Andrew Gaudillo multiple times. And Bernadette Gaudillo, age 61, also suffered several gunshot wounds, though she was found conscious per the news release. Bernadette was transported to... Why are we naming things like this? How do they expect me to pronounce this word when I'm not from the area? Lakenau? Lankino Medical Center. We'll go with that. Where she underwent emergency surgery and remains in critical condition. The Lower Marion Police Department confirmed to people that Bernadette and Andrew were mother and son. On Monday, the Montgomery County District's Attorney Kevin Steele identified the suspect as a 42-year-old Philadelphia native. Hi, Zeta, too. She's poking me over here. 42-year-old Philadelphia native Kelvin Roberts, sharing a photo of the man in a press release. There he is. Ooh, imagine 2:20 in the morning, waking up and having this random dude in your house shooting you and your mom, by the way. You and your mom. Shot multiple times. It's insane. Steele called the incident a terrible homicide, highlighting that multiple shots were fired. He also shared that Bernadette was the one who called 911 and alerted the authorities, despite being shot multiple times. She's a hero. She saved her own life. She was trying to save her son's life. Good job, Mom. Police released an image of a white vehicle on Facebook with a man believed to be Roberts behind the wheel, offering a $5,000 cash reward for anybody who could provide helpful information leading to the arrest of Roberts. The district attorney's office said in a joint investigation by Montgomery County Detective Bureau and the Lower Marion Township Police Department found dash cam footage of a Lower Marion police patrol vehicle, which captured the officer pulling in front of a white Hyundai Azaria driven by Roberts, leaving the scene of the homicide. There it is right there. Police have yet to reveal a specific motive in the case, whether the incident was targeted or random. Neighbor Scott Richard told CBS News that he had known the Gideo family for 15 years. You never think anything like this is going to happen next door to you, Richard told the outlet. I just do not, for the life of me, understand how another person could take another person's life. I just don't get it. We don't get it either, neighbor, sir. That was a crazy story. Crazy. All right, this is a good one. I forget who sent this to me, but I commented on it in Discord when they did. Maybe Society Red? I think. So angry customer crashes newly bought car into the dealership, claiming he was sold a lemon. I have to admit, after I bought my most recent car, I was very angry with the dealership. And I'll tell you why. I had picked out the car and, I didn't want a new car. I wanted to just keep my old car, but my old car couldn't be fixed. They had it in the shop for a month and they couldn't fix it. And so I was begrudgingly buying a new car. And it was in the summer of 2022 when there were no cars. Do you guys remember the summer of 2022 when there were no cars to buy? So I end up buying this car that I really didn't want. And it's a car that I really don't like, but I had to have a car, to get around, get back and forth to work and stuff. And this dealership tacked on $500 for oil changes. And I thought to myself, well, I'm not coming back to the dealership for oil changes. Take that off. And they wouldn't take it off. And I ended up paying the $500, even though I didn't want to. And I told them to redo the paperwork and take it off. And they said, well, it just comes with it. We can't take it off. But it was a separate line item. So I think if I would have argued more, maybe they could have. Either way, that was fine. All right, well, I'll have to go to the dealership to get the oil change because I've already paid for it. Fine. Then the first time it needed an oil change, I took it to the dealership. Do you know it took them 5 hours to change the oil? I was sitting at the dang dealership for 5 hours to get my oil changed. Like what? Anyway, the thought crossed my mind is I could just drive this car right through the dealership. That's the point of this story. So let's see what this lady did.
What would have happened? My daughter, it just would have been really bad.
Eileen Hernandez is grateful she was not at work on Monday when a customer drove his vehicle into their building.
How that person acted out of rage and how just the impact was, how fast and how hard it hit. There was no doubt that I would have been probably just, who knows, it could have been fatal. It could have been fatal.
Sergeant Greg Moffitt with Sandy Police says a man purchased the vehicle from Tyndale Mazda and wanted to return it after finding issues.
He came back, but with a rage, just, without thinking, he just acted out on rage.
Sergeant Moffitt says the man told the business he would drive through their front door if he did not get his money back.
The person did it on purpose, out of rage. Just, it's beyond me. It's beyond me. It makes me feel furious.
Hernandez has worked at the Sandy Mazda location for 4 years. She's never experienced anything like this before. The video of the crash left her in shock.
I froze. I
just want to point out that the woman that they're interviewing that is in near tears was not at work that day. Well, they couldn't find somebody who was there to interview. This is kind of crazy to me that they're interviewing somebody who was off that day. Just wanted to point that out.
I really couldn't think at that moment. The first thing I thought, I need to call my mom or something. I called her and that's when I honestly just broke down.
Asking people to think before they act, not to put yourself or others in harm's way.
Please be careful with when you conduct a vehicle. Just please be safe these holidays. We don't want a catastrophe or something, you know.
And why is the kid there? The kid wasn't at the dealership either. Just the interesting story. However, weird news segment, if you ask me. Weird news segment. Grandmother attacks family members with a knife on Thanksgiving, police say. Ooh, somebody complained about the potato salad. I'm sure of it.
For investigating a knife attack that left 2 people injured. Earlier today, officers came
Don't mess with Granny on Thanksgiving. What like my first thought is, what did these people do to Granny to get her to attack them with a knife? It had to be something.
aggravated assault call on Delta Road. Officers say a grandmother charged the victim with a knife during an argument before stabbing her grandson. The woman's grandson and daughter were found with injuries to their left hands. MPD says the suspect was drinking and possibly drunk at the time of the incident.
I'm sorry, that's not funny. It's not funny. It wasn't funny, but it was kind of funny. Don't you think? Don't you think? A man accused of killing his sister and his 2-year-old daughter found asleep on the couch near bodies. Kendrick Rayvon Fisher, age 29, was charged with the murder after the victims were found stabbed to death in their apartment on November 29th. There's Kendrick. A Houston man has been charged with murdering a woman and a child after holding them hostage in their apartment, according to police. Police found Kendrick Rayvon Fisher, age 29, asleep on the couch of the apartment where they located a fatally stabbed 28-year-old female victim and 2-year-old child. All that killing has got to make a man tired. I don't think I want to go into the details on this one. I don't know who sent me this, but I'll read a little more. I don't like it when the kids are hurt. It really bothers me when the kids and the dogs are hurt. Somebody put a video in my Discord where a woman is beating a dog with a rubber mallet. I can't. I watched it. I was sick to my stomach. It was horrible. The kids and the dogs and the kids and just any animals and children. I don't like it when they get hurt. It mentally upsets me, if that makes sense. More so than just, adults. Which shouldn't be. It shouldn't be like that, but it is. The victims were identified as... Hold, please. I think Mr. Zed's home. Sorry about that. That might have been loud. Where was I? That was very startling. Sorry about that, guys. Police found Kendrick. I read that already. The victims were identified as Fisher's sister, Janine, and her 2-year-old son, Carly, or 2-year-old daughter. Sorry, I can read. Carly, by family members. Authorities attended the property after a caller claimed the woman and the child were being held hostage in the apartment. They are still going. All right, I'm going to put a video on and go check to see who's at my door. Let's find a video. Let's find one. This was going to be towards the end of the show, but we're going with this for right now. I'll be right back, guys.
On March 16th, 2023, police were dispatched to a residence after receiving calls about an individual acting in a reckless manner.
Hey, stop right now. Stop. Relax.
He just jumped.
John, so he just jumped on the banister again. Relax. What's going on? Why are you jumping like that? Are you hurt? What's your name? What's your name? I'm Nick.
Let him take over now. I'm not going to say anything.
What's your name?
But there may be a background. officers with them.
What's wrong? Why don't you take a seat for me? What's your name? Do you want to talk outside? What's going on? Are you hurt? You not talking to me is not going to solve anything. We have to figure out what's going on. That's not normal.
By the way, nobody was here. They were barking at nothing. It's great. Great. Oh, this one started it. See that one over there that's looking cute and innocent? She started it. It is her birthday today, by the way. 2 years old. I thought she had grown out of that stuff. Apparently not.
Do you want to talk to me, or are you just going to stand there?
Oh my.
What's his name?
Holy.
Anish.
Adish?
Anish. A-N-I-S-H.
Okay. Can you not step towards me, please? Just back up. Hey, relax, relax. I'm not trying to fight you or anything, okay? I gotta make sure you're okay. All right? What happened today? Don't do this. Don't do this. It's not worth it.
Update. It is Dave. He is home. He's in the driveway. I just checked the camera. So he hasn't come in yet. That's what they're barking at.
Does he take any medication?
No.
Okay.
He's supposed to, but he never takes it, so no.
He's squaring up with me.
Okay.
No, I'm not. He has a body cam.
He finally speaks, this guy. Yeah, after he literally squared up with the officer and walked towards him, by the way. Not just squared up, walked, like took a step towards the officer. Now he's talking.
Yeah.
Not squaring up with you.
Okay. So why are you just acting all quiet and staring me dead in my eyes? What happened? What is that? Did something happen today? Okay. Well, we're gonna have the medics talk with you. Because that obviously wasn't normal, from what I just saw.
Yeah, he jumped 3 times in the space of last half an hour.
Okay. Are you injured at all?
I don't want
No?
it.
Okay.
You can show me on Fred and the FT just roll up.
Are you just jumping to jump?
He hurt his left shoulder tip.
Okay.
Doing cartwheeling. I took him to emergency. They checked him out, he's fine. But that didn't stop him from jumping again. He also jumped outside from the
Can you
the
just...
deck few times. The deck is like 7-8 feet down. The land is 7-8 feet down.
Okay.
He jumped that and then he started jumping here.
Okay. Do you have anything in your pockets right now? Can you take your hands out of your pockets for a second? Okay. There's nothing in there? Okay. All right.
By the way, when I first started watching this, I think that he might be having some sort of mental health crisis. Just the way he's acting, the way he was jumping around, like jumping off the balcony or whatever. And then the way he's acting right now. But it's really hard to tell. He might also be high. It's difficult to tell. But I also think that all of these officers are speaking so calmly and trying to make sure nothing escalates. They're just trying. I think they're doing a good job at that. Is what I wanted to say.
So, do you want to go to the hospital? Are you hurt? Hey, over here. What's his name?
Anish. He's using
You don't gotta touch. Legally, you don't have to touch. I'm in my space.
That's fine. Anish, what's going on, buddy? Do you want to talk somewhere else?
Got nothing to say.
Okay. All right. We're going to ask that you just talk to the paramedics to make sure that you're okay. It sounds like you got a fall. That's what we're concerned about. Is that something you're okay doing?
I just didn't.
Okay. Do you want to talk to them and not the police?
I don't want to talk to anyone.
Okay. Can you do this for me? Can you just sit on the step?
I can stand here.
I will bring a paramedic in.
I'm standing here.
We're not going to do this with you standing up like this. You want to?
I'm
you want to? You're taking a very aggressive posture.
I'm not touching anyone. So
I'm not saying.
I'm in my
I'm not saying that you. It is. Fire department comes in here. You have a conversation with them, and they leave. But they are not going to do it with you doing this right now. Okay? So this is just going to take a heck of a lot longer. So all I'm asking you to do is just sit on that stuff. I will have your parents walk into the other room. I don't care whatever is the most comfortable for you, but I need to have them come in here, talk to you real quick, and then you can figure out what you want to do from there. You are not a criminal. You didn't do anything wrong. You're not under arrest. Okay? You just want to make sure that you're okay, not harmed. You want to go to the hospital? Tell them that.
You guys got it?
And we'll get out of here. Okay? I'm just going to sit here and ask you questions until you answer them. So I don't care if it takes an hour. I don't care if it takes 2 hours. The parents are concerned. The paramedics are here. There's 4 police officers here. We are not going anywhere. This isn't safe for you. It's not safe for your parents. Tell me how you would like to do this.
They're all waiting outside for you. But from what I saw when I first walked in and you jump in, that's unnormal. You could really hurt yourself. And what's to say that you're not going to do something more when we leave? So therefore, we're obligated to make sure that you get the right attention. We can't just get up and leave, okay? We got to make sure you're okay.
Let me know in the chat, how do you think these cops are doing, or how do you think they should be? What do you think they should be doing different in this situation? I don't know. I think they're doing a good job personally, but I don't know what I'm talking about. It seems to me they're all being very calm. Also, they're kind of clandestinely surrounding him, so he can't, attack his parents, or he can't go anywhere. But they're leaving enough space to where he doesn't feel like he's backed into a corner. I don't know. Let me know in the chat what you think.
Step outside, or you can sit down and they can come talk to you. You can call the shots, but we just need to find a route to go down so we can help you. That's it. Nobody's in trouble or anything. The fact that you keep moving and shuffling towards me like you're about to swing on me or something is disturbing for me. I see what you're doing. You're trying to get into some type of position to try and flank me or whatever you're trying to do. And we're not going to go down this route, okay? Or you're going to try and run. You're not going anywhere right now, okay? You're being detained for your own safety and for your parents' safety. So stop trying to walk up on me, stay all quiet, and act like you're going to try and hurt me or whatever you're trying to do or be intimidating. Because I'm not going anywhere. I'm not scared of you, okay? So you can either talk to Sergeant Jump here, or me, Officer Nelson, or you can talk to the fire department. And we're not leaving. Okay. Stay right there. Stop moving like that. I'm going to put you in handcuffs if you keep doing it.
I'm going to tell you this much. I will place you under arrest for assault. Okay? We have every reason to believe that we are in fear of physical contact with you with what you're doing. You're balling your hand like you're ready to punch someone. You're coming within inches of other people.
Not worth it.
So do not push this into a criminal matter, because you will be arrested and taken to jail.
Hey, don't step on it.
I didn't step on it. I'm not ignorant. I wouldn't do that. Hey, hey.
Stop resisting. You're under arrest.
I want to watch it again. I want to watch the punch again. Wow. Holy cow, that happened so fast.
Hey, don't step on it.
I didn't step on it. I'm not ignorant. I wouldn't do that. Hey, hey.
Wow.
Stop resisting. You're under arrest. You are under arrest, buddy. I gotta get in the head position. Hands now! I got this hand. All right, stop fighting. Just relax, okay?
That wasn't smart.
This poor kid ruined his own life. For what? For what? Just, I don't understand why. They weren't going to arrest him or anything for jumping around in his house. They just wanted to make sure he was okay. They were going to have the paramedics check him out. Possibly, depending on what the paramedics found, take him to a psych ward, possibly. But if he would have just acted normal, just talked to the cops, I don't even think that would have happened, honestly.
You good, Tony? Yeah. My kid does worse to me.
Okay. John, you mark one in custody. All right. Let's just double check the cuffs.
What's that?
All right.
Not smart, dude.
Can you breathe? Tuck your knees in. All that way. Okay. Are we going to the hospital or are we going to jail?
I feel jail would probably be good, seeing that you just punched me in the face.
I agree, officer. I agree. I 100% agree. I think jail would be good considering he just freaking roundhouse punched me in the face.
Maybe a good thing for you to be quiet right now.
Yeah, you'll go to jail after the hospital. Doesn't matter. You're going to jail.
I'm going to jail.
Okay, you don't want to go to the hospital. All right, sounds good. We'll just have you sign a release. You don't want to go.
Can't wait to see these new body cameras, you guys. Can't wait to watch that one.
Right.
This will be the first time we can really... That's enough.
Yeah, he keeps trying to grab me really hard. You're being polite, but he's not. You know what I'm saying?
He's been polite this entire time.
Yeah, you notice how he grabs me?
Would you knock it off? Knock it off. Now he's trying to trip me. Stop it. Get in the car and we can be done. Got it?
Got it.
Yeah, I will. Feet first.
Hey, dude, I'm all good. I just had to walk it off a little. Yeah.
Just, you need to sign it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Are you okay? Are you good?
Wow, that was
The suspect
exciting.
was charged with aggravated assault on an officer and multiple counts of resisting arrest. Drop a comment below and subscribe to the channel for more videos.
That was crazy. That was nuts. So, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but there was a healthcare CEO gunned down in New York. Let's go through it. Let's see what happened there. I'm sure you guys have all seen it before, but I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to talk about Luigi. It's me, Luigi. So let's start at the beginning.
Care CEO is gunned down while on a business trip in New York City.
Police have called it a targeted attack, and the search is on right now for the shooter.
Connor Hansen has more from Midtown Manhattan. Connor, what can you tell us?
Sylvia and Terrence, really a shocking murder right here on the street in the middle of Midtown Manhattan. Police have just reopened outside this Hilton hotel, but the hunt continues for the suspect who they say made a targeted killing. An all-out manhunt Wednesday in New York City for the suspect who gunned down the CEO of United Healthcare. Brian Thompson was shot and killed outside a hotel where he was set to speak to investors.
I want to be clear. At this time, every indication is that this was a premeditated, pre-planned, targeted attack.
Police say a masked gunman shot Thompson in the back before fleeing on foot and then riding an electric bike to nearby Central Park. The 50-year-old executive was rushed to a nearby hospital but did not survive. The NYPD says it doesn't have a clear motive for the shooting.
It appears the suspect was lying in wait for several minutes. And as the victim...
It was the CEO of United Healthcare. It's not even this report is like the day of. So I understand that they're not going to announce a motive, but it was pretty clear to everybody who heard the story immediately what had happened. Am I wrong about that?
Was walking to the conference hotel. The suspect approached from behind and fired several rounds.
Police say the gun jammed before the suspect cleared it and started firing again.
At the scene, we recover 3 live 9mm rounds and 3 discharged 9mm shell casings.
We have the drones up, we have aviation out, we have K9 out.
Thompson did not have a security detail with him, and his wife told NBC News he previously received threats but did not alter his travel plans. And this shooting happened just a few blocks away from Rockefeller Center, where thousands will be gathering tonight for the annual Christmas tree lighting. Police say that event will go on as planned with a heavy NYPD presence. Sylvia, Terrence.
I wonder if there's anybody who was planning on going to that Christmas tree lighting that decided not to go after finding out there was some person gunned down in the street a couple of blocks away. Because if it was me, I'd be thinking twice. I'm just saying. Just saying. I found it interesting that Luigi left his bag in Central Park on purpose with Monopoly money in it, and it took the police like 4 days to find it, which is crazy when it was evidence they were supposed to, like the killer left it there on purpose for them to find.
Plus, authorities are closing in on the man accused of killing United Healthcare CEO, and now Atlanta police are on the case.
This person took a lot of effort to try to hide his identity, and it's very interesting that he had planned this all out.
We break down how investigators are tracking the suspected shooter.
And that is our top story tonight. Just hours ago, police in New York City located what is believed to be the backpack of the person of interest in this case.
Surveillance video captured the masked man entering Central Park with a backpack after the shooting on Wednesday. Police say the next time he was seen, he did not have the backpack on. It's still unclear what was inside that backpack. Now, New York detectives have asked
It was Monopoly money. It was this change of clothes and Monopoly money. That's what was in the backpack.
Investigators here in Atlanta to help with the search.
11 Alive's Angelina Salcido is speaking with a former FBI agent about how authorities are tracking this suspected shooter.
This is a complex investigation.
The clues are mounting tonight.
NYPD has done an excellent job in running down a lot of investigative leads.
But after 36 hours,
this does not appear to be a random act of violence.
The search for this man is still on. Surveillance video captured the cold-blooded murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson early Wednesday morning.
The victim was in New York City to speak at an investor conference. It appears the suspect was lying in wait for several minutes.
This person took a lot of effort to try to hide his identity.
Ken Gray, a retired FBI special agent. He says technology allows detectives to trace a suspect's steps.
Working both backwards and forwards from the shooting to determine that the shooter had gotten into New York on November 24th, had arrived in New York City by way of a bus.
Investigators say the Greyhound bus this suspect took came from right here in Atlanta. It's still unclear if he got on here or at another stop, but Atlanta police is helping New York detectives with their investigation.
Tracked him from the shooting to Central Park, and then out of Central Park, taken a cab down to a bus depot and has left the New York City area.
Right now, Gray says this photo is the key to the answers police need.
It's more important right now to identify him and to find him.
In Atlanta, Angelina Salcido, 11 Alive News.
And today, 11 Alive contacted more than a dozen law enforcement agencies that patrol cities where the Greyhound could have stopped. Only Atlanta police at this point confirmed being contacted by New York officials. Now, Greyhound did send us a statement reading in part, "We are fully cooperating with authorities on this active investigation. As it is ongoing, we cannot provide further comment at this time."
Okay, update. Restream stopped working, so I cannot see your chats anymore. So I've popped out the YouTube chat. Give me a second. Give me 1 second, because I want to make sure if anybody did super chats or anything, I didn't miss them, because I don't know how long it's stopped working. The last thing that has popped up on Restream is Brutal Bob telling me that the officers were doing what they needed to do, which was like 2 stories ago or something. So let's pop that out. And I have Rumble popped out as well now. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to put your chats on the screen anymore. I don't know what's up with Restream lately, but they every now and again this happens where the chat just stops. It's happened to KFAR once. It happened to us when we were doing a Booze and Body Cam once. I think this is the first time it happened to me when it was just me. I'm not sure, but I see Welsh News Network has popped in. News Now Enemy has popped in. Welcome. Dove is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Royal Deluxe over there on Rumble, and Subliminal Messenger also on Rumble. Welcome to the show. Next, let's see who this Luigi guy is. Let's find out. So I did hear, and this might have been the story where I heard it, I'm not sure, but he did have chronic back pain, which I've had before. It's enough to drive anyone nuts.
Appeared to have a significant online footprint and was especially active on X and the book review.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. Almost immediately. Now, this article here, this news story came out like yesterday or today, and they're talking about the book review he did on Ted Kaczynski's manifesto, which I saw on Twitter almost immediately, like the next day after they announced who this guy was. That book review was up on Twitter, and holy cow, you guys know who Ted Kaczynski is? The Unabomber? Also a nut job. Not wrong about everything, but definitely not correct about murdering random people. He's not a hero. If you think he is, that's weird. But this Luigi guy was like holding Ted Kaczynski up in this book review of the manifesto as a hero, and how sometimes blood needs to shed to make change. It was crazy. And I know when I covered Eric Rudolph, I did read Eric Rudolph's book, and I did say at that time too, like, he's got a lot of good ideas in there, but he's going about it the wrong way. The planting bombs at the Olympics and, gay nightclubs and abortion clinics is not the way to go. You don't want to just kill random people to get your point across. But the ideas in the book, the ideas in the manifesto itself, not all bad. Not all bad.
Platform Goodreads. Jennifer Hoff is here with more on his background. Jennifer?
Julie Mangione graduated from the University of Pennsylvania in 2020 with a degree in computer science. He was also valedictorian at his Baltimore, Maryland prep school, who managed to carry out a plan a now retired FBI agent actually called brilliant. Social media posts showed the 26-year-old smiling, in fact, in one photo on X, with a location set to Hawaii, along with another picture of an X-ray of a spine. Newsweek reports there were several books related to chronic pain on his Goodreads account, where earlier this year he also reviewed a book by Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber, calling him an extreme political revolutionary. Some of his other online posts focused on health and wellness, artificial intelligence, and making fun of so-called woke political views. Beyond that, he comes from a large, prominent family in the Baltimore area with businesses related to real estate and golf courses.
Brilliant mind, but so caught up in a particular ideology, they sort of throw their morals on the back burner and think that the ends justifies the means. And I hope people don't idolize him or somehow think that he's this romantic example, because he's not at the end of the day. That's my view.
That former agent who I spoke to is also a firearms instructor and says Mangione knew his weapon well, since he may very well have constructed it himself, but that he wasn't a skilled marksman, perhaps choosing that 9mm because it just can be easier to shoot. Julie.
All right. Thank you, Jennifer.
To the new developments in the CEO murder investigation. Suspect Luigi Mangione hiring a high-profile New York defense lawyer and could waive extradition this week. ABC's Ike Ajachi has more. Ike, good morning.
Good morning, Janae. According to Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg, Luigi Mangione,
He's looking rough in that, looking pretty rough in that photo right there. Not just the juxtaposition from the ones of him on a mountain in Hawaii to this one, he's looking pretty rough.
Suspect in the killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson may have his right to an extradition waived and could be in a New York City court as early as Tuesday. Now, Mangione has now retained the services of Manhattan defense attorney Karen Friedman, who is a longtime veteran of the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, serving as second in command for several years before entering the private sector. Now, she'll have her hands full as prosecutors are working to transfer him from Pennsylvania to face a murder charge. This, as police say, his 3D printed gun matched the 3 shell casings found at the crime scene in Manhattan. Also, they say his fingerprints match the ones investigators found on items near the scene.
Have the Anytown people come after the ghost guns yet? I haven't been paying attention, but I assume they're coming after the ghost guns now because there's such a huge problem.
Now, ABC
as if this kid could not get a actual gun with a suppressor on it. Also, if you watch the video of it happening, that ghost gun, it's probably better that it was that, because it seemed like every time he fired it, it stovepiped and like misfired. So just an observation.
The NYPD and FBI spoke with Mangione's mother one day before he was arrested. That conversation following a tip the FBI received from San Francisco, where Mangione's mother had filed a missing persons report about her son. Now, law enforcement also now responding to continued threats against healthcare industry executives. United Healthcare erecting a fence around its Minnesota headquarters. Now, all eyes on what comes next for Mangione. He could be right here in New York City in as little as 2 days. Guys?
So many watching that, Ike. All right, thank you so much.
Completely out of touch. Accused murderer Luigi Mangione has a new lawyer. High-powered defense attorney Karen Friedman.
I saw that story already. It's just on autoplay at this point. All right. So that's Luigi, guys. What do you think? I think it's horrible what he did. I think it's outright egregious just to gun somebody down in the streets, no matter how much you dislike them, no matter how much pain you're in from your chronic back pain, and no matter how much you blame that dude for whatever policies he put in place. I assume that some sort of something that he needed, some medical procedure was denied or something that could have fixed his back pain. I'm not sure, but I think it's horrible that he did that. And I think there were so many warning signs. And like that story just said, you know, his parents reported him missing like a week and a half before. So they may have seen the signs, but, you know, nobody's paying attention. You know, let's move on to Daniel Penny. Now, we covered this on Booze and Body Cams, the Daniel Penny story. We watched the cell phone footage of it. We watched his interview with police on Booze and Body Cam. And when we watched that, the jury was still in deliberation. since we covered that on Booze and Body Cams, Kafer and I covered it, on that Friday after we covered it, the manslaughter charge was taken off of the table. The jury could not come back. It was in jury deliberations. The jury could not come back with an answer, and they were asking questions related to that charge. So the judge says, well, let's just get rid of that charge and deliberate on the other charges. And then on that following Monday, they took the weekend off, and on that following Monday, this happened.
A Marine who put a threatening passenger in a chokehold on a New York subway has been acquitted in the man's death. 26-year-old Daniel Penny was cleared of criminally negligent homicide charges in the 2023 death of Jordan Neely. Penny claimed that he was protecting other passengers on the train when he held Neely in a chokehold for about 6 minutes. A medical examiner determined Neely died due to the compression on his neck, even though Neely...
What is this picture they're using of Jordan Neely? That's crazy. He's like 15 years younger there. Sorry, I'm flabbergasted that they have this is the picture that they're using of the victim. Flabbergasted. And there's like smiley faces with sunglasses on it. What are we doing, news? What news outlet is this? KTLA? What are you doing, KTLA?
When arrested, Neely's family claims
you're giving KTs a bad name, KTLA.
Was acting erratically because of a mental health crisis.
Wow. Sorry, I got a little little upset over that photo they were using. Holy cannoli. Yeah, they do. I can't pop out your chat. Smith W. They do always do that, don't they? Did you see that photo? Let me see if I can. Where was it? This is a different story. What are we doing? Oh no. I'm on the wrong thing. Yeah, look at this picture of him. He looks like a baby there. He looks like maybe 22 in that. Like if you had to guess his age in this photo, we don't know obviously what his age is in this photo, but if I had to guess this person's age of this person in front of me, I would guess somewhere between 21 and 25. If I had to guess. Meanwhile, this is the guy who was on the train threatening, mothers with children, old ladies who've been riding the subway for 50 years, have never been afraid before, but were afraid of this guy. And this is the photo they're choosing to use. It's insane. All right. We have next story. I can click the buttons in the correct order. Look at that. I just did it right there. Somebody sent this to me. It says Baltimore police have new surveillance photos at a hotel where a woman was murdered.
Well, tonight we are learning some new information about a woman's murder. It happened at a hotel next to Johns Hopkins Hospital. She was killed 10 days ago at a party at that hotel, and police are releasing this new surveillance video and photos that they hope will solve the case. WJZ investigator Mike Helgren live in your corner at the hotel with more on this so far unsolved homicide. Mike.
Denise, police tell us they know who rented that hotel room, that they want everyone at that party to come forward. No detail is too small. We spoke today to a victim, a relative of the victim. She didn't want to do an interview, but wanted you to know that Kiara was loved and the family just wants justice. Take a close look at this surveillance video. These are some of the...
Seriously, the ages of these people in this surveillance video look like the same age as the photo they used of Jordan Neely in the last segment. Am I wrong? Am I wrong about that? It's crazy.
People at a party the Sunday before last at the Residence Inn adjacent to the Johns Hopkins Hospital campus on Wolf Street. The video shows people getting off the elevator and heading to the party. It was taken before 28-year-old Kiara Tripp, also known as Keedy, was shot and killed inside a hotel room around 1:30 in the morning.
We released video surveillance showing a lot of people that were...
The birthday girl is barking again. If people weren't here earlier, Ava, first of all, it's her birthday today. She's 2 years old. You'd think she'd be over this by now. 2 years old today is her birthday. And I don't know, when we first started, she went nuts and started barking, so much so that I had to stop the show and see if someone was breaking into my house. She got all the dogs in on it and scared me half to death, to be fair. Scared me half to death. And now she's starting again. Maybe I have a ghost. I'm not sure.
There. We don't know if they are persons of interest. We don't know if they're suspects, but we know that they were in that room.
Are you starting to get some more leads on this? I mean, how critical is that video?
Yeah, so the investigators have not stopped working since the 17th of November. And we have got some inquiries since the video has been posted.
Loved ones have posted many tributes to Kiera on social media. One relative wrote on Facebook, "When they find the people who did this to Kiera, I'll be at every, and I mean every court date to try and make sure that they never do this to another person or family. Kiera is loved."
As would I if somebody did this to my family member. Every single court date, every appearance, every single time. Good for this family.
And missed deeply. This has changed us in so many ways. It broke us. One guest of the hotel that night who asked to remain anonymous told WJZ police stopped him, asking if he saw anything.
Officer said, I need your ID and all this other stuff. So we have a situation here. Sad situation. You know, that type of environment, you expect that to happen too. You know, especially it's a secured hotel. You need a pass to get upstairs. You can't just walk up and go in an elevator.
Detective Davis says you can remain anonymous.
The question is what happened in the room. We don't have cameras inside the room. So that's the things that we need to figure out. We know that the victim went in the room with several guest members and she didn't come out.
And you can call Metro Crime Stoppers with tips at 1-866-7-LOCK-UP. There's an $8,000 reward. And this year, Baltimore police are solving more homicides. Their clearance rate is roughly 69% compared to 42% at this time last year. It's well above the national average and the average for similarly sized cities, which is just 55%. We're live in your corner near Johns Hopkins Hospital. Mike Helgren, WJZ.
That's good to hear. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. All right, this one is out of Toledo, Ohio. Toledo's most prolific serial killer faces parole. Families of victims, prosecutors speak out, as would I. Why are we letting serial killers out of prison? Why is this even an option? Why? A serial killer? It's not even like, oops, I accidentally killed this guy, and then you get out of jail 15 years later or whatever. A serial killer, they're going to let out, apparently. Just I'm only commenting on the title. I haven't watched this yet, but let's find out what's going on in Toledo.
Serial killing spree in Toledo started. The Cook brothers terrorized young couples.
Yeah, parents warned their teens not to be out after dark during this period. At least 9 people at the hands of the Cooks were killed.
9 victims, and we're talking about letting these people out of prison? 9 victims.
2018, Nathaniel Cook was paroled, and now his older brother Anthony is set.
They already let one of them out. There's 2 of them. They already let one of them out. I don't even know what to say. We're letting serial killers out of prison now? Why? Why are we doing this? Why are we letting them out? Who's on the parole board in Ohio?
To have a parole hearing, and this is raising the possibility of the brothers being reunited in their hometown.
Lead investigator Brian Duggar has the story.
I would tell him I hope he rots in hell.
He is somebody that probably should stay in jail until his last breath.
You think?
This guy will never stop killing.
This guy is Anthony Cook, likely the...
Holy Toledo is correct. Victoria Rockwell. It is correct. If Restream was working right now, it would pop that up on the stream. But I do enjoy a good pun.
most prolific serial killer in Toledo history. By the time police caught him in 1981, Anthony killed 9 people, possibly many more,
Look at these.
for more than a year.
Do you see the pictures of the victims? Look at these people who had their whole life. These are young people. All of these people, except for this guy maybe, are look to be very young, have their whole lives. There's a child down here in the corner. A child. Young people. This person here looks like an actress that I cannot put my finger on. This one right in the middle? What actress does she look like? She looks very familiar. It's going to drive me nuts.
People, possibly many more. For more than a year, he and his brother, Nathaniel, terrorized the streets of Toledo.
He's the worst individual, human being I've ever seen, talked to, known, investigated. He's the worst.
I've been doing this job for 48 years. You know, I've not seen too many that are worse than Anthony Cook.
And on December 5th, the parole board could return him to his hometown.
We didn't have the death penalty back then, so they didn't get the death. He didn't get the death penalty. We didn't have life without parole then, so he didn't get life without parole, so he got a sentence.
That doesn't mean you have to let him out on parole. Just because he has the possibility of parole does not mean you have to let him out on parole. He's a serial killer. He killed 9 people. 9 people. And we're letting serial killers out of prison. Okay, so you didn't have the law in the books where he could have life without parole. That's fine. That's fine. You give him whatever it is, you know, and then parole after however many years. I don't know if they said it yet or not. I don't know what it is. But that doesn't mean the parole board has to let him out. He killed 9 people. And the second one, the other dude, the brother who was helping him, is already out of prison. Already out. Man, I'm staying away from Toledo. I don't know anybody who lives in Toledo. You're crazy.
With life, but that it had a fixed amount of years, and so that allows him to be eligible for parole. It doesn't mean he'll get parole.
Earlier this month, Bates and family members met with parole board representatives. Every 10 years, a scab is pulled off. Cook has a hearing. But this time, it felt different for Steve Moulton, the brother of Scott Moulton, who was killed by Cook in 1981.
Everything that we learned up till the other day was Anthony Cook is in jail for the rest of his life, period. You know, these parole hearings are going to come up because it's his right, but what we learned is that that's not 100% accurate.
Beginning in May of 1980, Anthony and Nathaniel Cook stalked couples who dared to be outside after dark.
He used different weapons to kill the people each time, trying to throw us off.
I'm going to pause right here. We got a super chat from Erica. I cannot pop it out on the chat right now because Restream is acting weird. Oh yeah, they're all here. They are all here. Hey, Ava, get in your spot. Get in your spot or you don't get a cookie. Get in your spot. Thank you. Thank you very much for the happy birthday, Ava super chat from Erica. Ava appreciates it, and both Zenas appreciate it too. There she is, the birthday girl. Can you believe she's 2 years? I'm like, it's making me feel old. It's making me feel old. She's 2 years old already. She's still a little bit of a terrorist, as you guys saw today. Still a little bit, but she is getting better. There you go, Ava. And there's a Zena. And the other Zena's down here. So we'll come over here, Zena 2. Zena 2, come over here. Can you guys see her? Oh, I almost lost a finger.
Very careful about their fingerprints and that kind of thing, because we did have fingerprints back then, but we didn't have any DNA or anything we could work with.
Anthony abducted Scott Moulton and his friend Denise Sikowski in March 1981. They were sitting in their car at an Oregon apartment. Anthony Cook raped Denise and shot them both.
I can't even fathom.
Me neither, sir. I also cannot fathom. We're letting this person out of prison.
Parents went through, to be, they were in a group, people are in PTA and they're sports boosters, Imagine yourself being in a group called Parents of Murdered Children.
Every murder was vicious, none more so than the killing of Dawn Backus. Anthony scooped up the 12-year-old girl off a street near Bancroft. He and Anthony took her to the abandoned State Theater, raped her, and killed her.
Now, they don't get much worse than that with a little 12-year-old.
A 12-year-old?
Pick her up off the street and to do that to her. So they were the most cold-blooded, especially Tony, of I've handled thousands. I've had a lot of murders, brutal murders. I've never seen anything like that.
Is it just me? Am I the only one who's thinking like this? If you like, and I'm very religious. I believe in redemption. I do. But I also believe in punishment while you're still here. Is it just me, or do you think somebody who rapes and murders a 12-year-old girl, a 12-year-old child, deserves to get paroled? One of them's already out. I've said that 18 times. I'm flabbergasted that one of them is already out of prison.
You know, I couldn't sleep at night. I got to the point where I hated to go to work when I was working on the series because I knew it was going to be another one.
Nathaniel then stopped killing Anthony Dent, taking at least 6 more lives without his brother. The spree stopped in the fall of 1981. Anthony Cook found Lisa Sawicki and Todd Sabo inside a van near the Ottawa Hills police station. He attacked and tied them up, but Todd got away and freed Leslie. She ran to a nearby apartment and called her father, Peter.
The double shooting took place here, just a quarter of a mile from the Ottawa Hills Police Department. In fact, the village police were one of the first notified about the attempted rape.
Peter Sawicki arrived before police, and Anthony shot and killed him, leaving Todd shot and wounded.
There was a small tree, and he pointed out to me a brown paper bag, and he said that the weapon that killed Mr. Sawicki was in that bag.
Police arrested Cook a month later after an informant reached out to former Detective Frank Stiles, who had a surprising conversation with a serial killer at the police station.
And he says, what do you think? He said, with all your experience, do you think that a guy that could do this kind of thing would ever be able to get out on parole?
I said, hurry, we have to call the police. I said, this man tried to rape me.
I know we got down to the ground. I can't recall exactly how we did.
In March of 1982, with Leslie and Todd testifying, a jury convicted Cook of Sawicki's murder. Shockingly, Anthony took the stand.
Did you see this on morning September 18, 1981?
Did I see it the morning of September 18, 1981?
Yes.
Yes.
Where'd you see it at?
I seen it in my car.
You saw this in your car?
Yes.
What was it doing in your car?
We shot Sawicki.
Pardon?
I had shot Peter Sawicki.
For more than 15 years, police didn't know Cook's partner in his early crimes until Bates suggested using DNA. She learned about it at a conference where the Sam Shepard case was discussed.
I went to bed, and I tell you what, trite as it sounds, I woke up, it was 3 in the morning, and I just was wide awake, and I was like, wow, if they can do this in Cleveland with Sam Shepard, we can do this with the Cooks.
DNA from a previous rape matched Anthony, and it also matched his younger brother, Nathaniel. The Cooks cut a deal. Would tell you our victims, Nathaniel gets out in 20 years.
I picked up a pipe and hit her with the pipe. She fell.
On April 3rd, 2000, the brothers gave chilling details.
25 years is not long enough for this. 25 years is not even close to being long enough for what the crimes that this news outlet just described. 25 years is not long enough. Somebody in the chat said they deserve to be under the jail. That is correct. I saw that fly by, but I don't fly by as if there's people chatting like they're flying by. I don't remember who said it, but it was Dove. Yeah, under the jail for sure. Get punished by man for what you do to man, punished by God for the sins of your soul. Absolutely. Amen to that.
About their crimes.
If I tied anybody up, I always took the bindings away.
He would talk just like you and I are talking. Very cool, collect, cold, show no emotion. You know, he was a psychopathic killer. You know, he didn't have any feeling, you know, about killing. He enjoyed it. Tony Cook enjoys killing.
In 2018, Nathaniel Cook walked free. He lives in Toledo in the shadow of the old West End Academy.
You think, oh, 20 years, that's a really long time. He's going away. We'll never have to think about this again. And then all of a sudden, 20 years is up. And now he's coming home. It was
And he
very hard.
still lives in the neighborhood where all this happened. There are still people in this area who are grieving the loss of their loved one 20 years ago. And he lives next door. They let him out and he lives in the neighborhood. It's insane.
For them. It's hard for me. So we keep the pictures on the wall in the office so that we remember, that we never forget.
Nathaniel's big brother could soon join him on the outside.
It would be ludicrous. It would break the barrier of common sense. And from that point of view now, I can't see him getting out.
He's just a cold-blooded murderer. If they would let him out on parole, it wouldn't be any time hardly he would kill somebody. There's not a question in my mind.
What's your message to the community? Is he going to get out?
Well, my message is, let's hope not. I don't think so. And it's everything that I believe. I've been doing this job for 48 years. You know, I've not seen too many that are worse than Anthony Cook. And those people are still locked up. And I think he probably will be as well. I'm fairly confident that that's what will happen.
I hope she's right.
If you could tell Anthony Cook anything, what would you tell him?
I would tell him I hope he rots in hell. He's going to pay for his crimes one way or another, and if he feels like he's paid for him now, wait till the next life.
Wow. There is so much more to this story. That is why we have put together an hour-long program on WTOL 11 and also our YouTube channel.
If you are outraged or even frightened by the thought of...
Yeah, I'm a little outraged, ma'am. I'm a little outraged. I had to pause it 18 times to yell at the camera. I'm outraged.
Of Anthony Cook being released, we have an address on WTOL.com to write to the parole board.
I do want to mention before we go any further, this is one of those periods. I grew up here in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan. I remember as a child these frightening moments for families, for parents, as this traveled through the news. There was also another, following the Cook brothers, believe it or not, there was another serial killer who worked around 6 different states, including the Toledo area. Alton Coleman and Deborah Brown went on a massive killing spree around 6 states. So there were these pockets of moments throughout our history here in Northwest Ohio where these evil people lurked. It's amazing.
I think evil is a good word to use too. And I put myself in the shoes here for a minute during Duggar's story of being a young woman and listening to these other women about being sexually assaulted. I can't imagine what you guys went through.
And it's amazing as well. You think about Julia Bates being Lucas County prosecutor for as many years as she has been in that position, and to see and know the law as best as she does, and think to herself that, you know, the rite of passage on this one could be coming up, and something she doesn't want to see happen.
No, I think there's a lot of people too. Yeah, incredible reporting by Brian Duggar.
By the way, we do want to point out, once again, check out WTOL 11 Plus for much more on this story.
WTL 11 Plus has the address if anybody wants to write a letter about this case. I forget what I just said. WTL 11, something like that. I'm definitely going to be doing, finding the hour-long special or whatever they said they have and watching that for sure. Oh man, that was a lot. That was a lot. I watched the first couple of minutes of this video earlier. Let's watch the whole thing together.
On the ground. You think you tough? You got the bad. That's how people get angry and get f***ed up by police.
Watch police put this serial shoplifter in his place after he completely disrespects the female officer.
I'm glad we're going on to a serial shoplifter because I don't think I could handle another rape and murder of a 12-year-old right now. I can't handle it with the kids and the animals. I told you guys earlier, the kids and the animals. You'll notice, and anybody who's also in my Discord knows, a lot of people put stories in there that have to do with kids and animals, and you don't see them come up on the show very much. It has to be really something that I feel the need to talk about for me to present it to you because I cannot stomach it. So serial shoplifting, that's fun. Let's do that.
officer who tries to arrest him.
Don't. Stop. Stop. I'm telling you stop.
No, you're not.
Okay, you're gonna stop.
No, you're not. Because you're going to talk to them first. I'm not stopping.
Stop.
Stop, man.
I'm telling you to stop.
Talk to them.
I'm telling you to stop.
Don't talk to them. Don't talk to them.
I will. I need you to stop.
No, I'm not stopping.
You need to stop.
For what?
Stop and come stand over here.
No, I'm not. Ma'am, go talk to them.
You're going to be charged with resisting if you don't
Why?
stop. Because you're not stopping. You're not listening.
But you talk to them.
I will once you stop.
For what?
I have people over there right now. You need to stop.
All right, go talk to them.
Stop.
The suspect shows no sign of cooperation without even knowing what the police want from him. It's clear to see he's running because he knows he's guilty, but continues to deny it as the officer catches up to him.
He's running because it's one female officer alone at the moment, and he thinks he can take her. That's why he's running. Unfortunately for him, his pants are falling down, which makes it difficult to run. It makes it very difficult to get away when your pants are down around your ankles.
Stop running!
This guy thinks he can run away from this officer, but he cannot sprint for more than 20 seconds before he just is gassed and can't go anymore. He's really trying to haul ass, and he's literally doing like a light jog. He's doing like a warm-up jog.
Stop!
I'm already trained. Get the f off me.
Stop! We're going down Curry Alley, just walking now.
I'm in train.
Stop!
I ain't touching
He's done running.
The suspect thinks he's safe from the law because he's entered his neighborhood.
That was enough cardio for him for this year. He's absolutely done running.
About to find out how wrong he is shortly.
Be advised, you swung at me a few times.
I didn't swing at you.
Stop!
No, you have no
Stop.
jurisdiction over here.
Yes, I do.
It's Trenton.
I'm telling you to stop.
No, you know you should have went to the store first and talked to them. I didn't steal nothing.
We're still walking down Curry Alley. He's not stopping.
I'm not, because I didn't do nothing.
He's not,
Stop.
because it's one female officer by herself, which should never happen. If there's going to be female beat cops, they really do need to have a partner, because whatever's happening here would not be happening if there was somebody who was able to overpower this guy who can't cardio.
Y'all always do that. Y'all always think somebody stole something. All that shit I got was bought yesterday.
Oh, it was
I have the receipt.
all of the stuff he had coming out of the store. He bought that yesterday. He doesn't have his receipt because he bought it yesterday. The stuff he had in the bags as he was coming out of the store. Insane.
No! Ain't came just straight to me, fat boy.
Who?
The store.
Then sit here and talk to me about it.
No! You know damn well I ain't swing at you.
Stop!
No! Y'all f***ed up for that. Y'all always do that. The second time I went in that store, they said I stole something.
Stop walking!
Y'all want to
Stop walking! What street is this, sir? What street?
Gosh, the incompetence.
The female deputy continues to follow the suspect and provides her location to backup so they can come assist her in the arrest.
What's your location? We're walking on Ellis towards, I believe.
Yeah.
Front of 323
He
Ellis.
dropped those bags of obviously healthy fruits and vegetables. Obviously, his fruits and vegetables that he bought yesterday.
Stop!
No, ma'am!
Walking!
Ma'am, y'all go talk to the store. I didn't swing on you.
Stop!
No,
walking.
ma'am, you know that's f***ed up. You see me in that closet all the time.
I know! So let's figure it out!
No, you tell them to figure it out. Because I went in the store, I just looked around.
Stop! We're still just walking.
His story's a little bit unbelievable, probably because it's not true, but his story is that he went into the store just to look around while carrying bags of all the stuff that he bought yesterday. That's the story that we're going with here right now.
On Ellis
And by the
339.
way, this female officer has been tailing him for like 5 blocks and can't get this man to stop. What are we doing here? What are we doing?
On Ellis.
Damn, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't.
Then let's stop.
No.
Let's stop.
Because you know it's messed up.
Stop!
You know it's messed up. Just
trip him. So then at least try to trip him. I think if he falls down, he's not going to be able to get back up. He'll be like a turtle on the ground. It's going to take him a while to get back up. Also, where is her backup? She's been calling for backup for 3 minutes now, and nobody's there.
Talk to me. So this doesn't become physical because you just made it physical.
It's not going to become physical, lady. If it was going to become physical, it would have become physical 4 blocks ago. What are we doing here? He could just walk forever, and if no backup came, that'd be it. It'd just be a body cam video of him walking away from her forever.
Because every time I go in that process, I get locked up, and then she was saying I'm stealing. No, it's messed up, and you know it.
So then talk to me about it, and we can figure it out. Simple as that. Because right now you're being charged with multiple things. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm not being charged with nothing yet.
You ran from the cops.
I didn't steal nothing. I already got shot liquor charge, and I already went to court for the
From where?
From the mill. I ain't never been to the store.
Stop. Come on.
Come on now.
The deputy tries to reason with the suspect, but he continues to refuse. Thankfully, her backup is only a few seconds away.
You know you don't have no jurisdiction over here.
Right now in front of 859 Spruce. Stop.
You walking in New Jersey.
I don't care where I am. I told you to stop back there.
Yeah, but I didn't do that. I don't need to stop.
Yes,
I don't have to listen to people just telling to stop.
This is ridiculous.
Stop.
No, I didn't do anything. Come on.
Stop.
Ma'am, I didn't do anything.
Hey, don't touch me.
I didn't do anything.
Don't touch me.
All I did was stop.
Put your hands behind your back.
Why are you
Here we go.
on the ground? Man, come on. Get him.
The men have arrived.
On the ground. Get him on. Get him on the ground. Get the f on the ground, boy. Yeah. How you doing? No. That's how you feel. That's how you feel. You
She told you to stop, right?
Now. I've been talking to her.
Right?
I've been talking to her.
Stop, right?
I've been talking to her.
She told you to stop. All right?
You think you soft? This is not the bad. That's how people get angry and get f***ed up by police. All right, let me turn around. Get your feet off me. Let me turn around.
You want to turn around?
Let me turn around.
Go ahead.
Like, you ain't even had to do all that. I was walking. Let me lift up my pants.
Please pull up your pants, sir.
Land your phone.
I don't want to see your ass.
Get this arm behind.
All right, watch out.
I'm already a little traumatized from seeing your ass the first time. Please let him pull up his pants.
The officers manage to apprehend the suspect.
Don't want to call me fat boy, the other one braces.
Nobody called you nothing.
Yes, he did.
No.
I was walking and he did.
All right, just get on your side.
Watch out. I can get up.
Ready to sit up?
I can get up, yeah. I'm good. I'm good. I got it.
All right, sit up.
You can wipe off my shirt. Can I get up?
What's that?
Can I get up?
No, stay seated.
Come on.
Nope, you're going to stay seated.
Yeah, I know this is. She knew what the all I did was walk.
Stop.
All right, listen.
One in custody.
I know I should have stopped, but I'm always getting accused of something.
Look, we're cool now, right? You're in custody, but listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. The way that came over the radio, you ain't stopped for the cop after she said you were under arrest.
I know.
That's why we came at you hot.
But
okay?
you see me walking.
I know, but listen, that type of disrespect ain't tolerated here.
And I apologize
you come
to her.
straight to the ground.
And
as soon as I got out the car.
I apologize to
okay?
her. And you could have took me to the ground. You know you could. I went to the ground.
All right. On your feet. 1, 2, 3. Let's
go. You know you couldn't get me to the ground.
I'm surprised they were able to get him up.
Bro. That's why, but you really like the mad cop. You don't have to do all that. Listen, it ain't about that. Yes, it was about that. It's about showing who alpha and who's got authority. First, I think guys not
lean up against the car.
The bags are corner of Delta.
Delta.
2 bright green bags.
Yeah, my groceries and something for my tool that I bought yesterday. All I was walking.
Do you guys carry around your groceries for 2 days before you bring them home and put them in the fridge? Because I've never done. I take it back. Once, I went grocery shopping after work, near my work. And by the time I got home, I had forgotten that I had gone grocery shopping, and I left the groceries in the back of the car and then just went on with my day. Which is a blonde moment. I understand. I have them all the time. I'm pretty blonde sometimes. That's the only time I've still had possession of my groceries the day after I bought them. The only time. Thank goodness most of the stuff from that grocery trip was non-perishable, and it was during the winter, so I think we didn't lose anything, but still, But still, that's the only time I've ever been in possession of my groceries the day after I bought them. I'm not carrying them back into the store. That's for sure.
CVS.
He's good.
Can you put on my shirt, please? Excuse me. Can you put the second cup before you can check? Which one? I do 2 cups.
The suspect is placed in the vehicle to be transported to the station. In the meanwhile, some of the deputies head to the store that called them to give them back the stolen items.
I already see something.
Honey buns too?
Yeah. This is his phone. Oh, he took the drone. They always take the drone. Oh my god, the Hercules. No. Oh, this is his frozen food. This is not mine.
It's frozen food. He's carrying around frozen food back into the store with him.
It too?
No.
He probably got those.
Yeah, Hercules battery, Hercules charger, and the drone.
You know, were
He
you
stole the drone.
He said he stole here yesterday and a few days before.
Well, this is what all he's
what?
he wailed the shit out of me.
Did he?
He went with his elbow.
Charger.
100%. He threw the bags at me. That's what he wasn't gonna run. That's why I was worried.
Oh, you're right here. Just bring it up.
All right, I kind of like this female cop. He wasn't going to run. I wasn't worried about him running. She was correct. He ran for literally 15 seconds before he was gassed.
Make sure you do an injury report. Looks like an injury report.
Side of my face. Perfect. Oh, her message. Stuff back, I guess. And me.
Well, somebody else do the eye.
That's his stuff.
Appreciate it.
These aren't your bags or anything?
Nah.
Alright.
Thank you.
Well, I would like my groceries as well.
You got a receipt?
No, I just paid for the can of.
If you just paid for them, you should have a receipt, sir. If you just paid for them, they usually just put it right in the bag. Honestly.
What's your name, son? You know my name, Murdy, man. Come on.
What's your name?
You know my name.
No, what's your name? Transporting one adult male under arrest.
Should we guess his name? Let's take a look at him. Let me know in the chat what you think this is. I'm setting myself up for disaster in my chat, aren't I? Whatever, we'll go with it. Let me know in the chat what his name is. Yeah, let's do that.
You know my name, Murdy, man. Come on.
What's your name?
You know my name.
No, what's your name? Transporting one adult male under arrest from our location, 847 Spruce, to headquarters.
The suspect finally arrives at the station where police process him and give him a court date.
Come assess the situation before you start believing into a situation you don't have no idea what's going on.
Whoa. I have to pause it right here. Dove, I can't pop out the chat right now, but Dove says that they worked at a pet supply store and they started finding fish food around the store. And it turns out a guy had been trying to steal fish, like was it live fish? I assume it was live fish, like bags of fish, by stuffing them down his pants. And we have some names coming in the chat as well. Tyrone, classic. Thank you, Smith W. Steve Cousins coming in hot with Tubby. I was thinking of something along the lines of Tubby McGee, something like that. Hungry Man Jack, Albert, Fat Albert. That's good too. Fat Albert. So Cedric, marvelous. Street name Speedy. Very good. I knew you guys would not disappoint.
Situation
No,
was
that's
you
how
being
you
combative. You were swinging at her.
I wasn't swinging at her. When you walked up, what I was doing? Walking.
Well, listen.
Even I was like,
this is what was reported by the other officer.
Exactly. So when you came on scene and you see me walking and you see me talking to her,
She gave you an order
to be a mother alpha cop and try to say, let me take him down.
Look,
now
after that,
you ain't have no
it's
camera
over.
on. Well, your camera ain't on.
It's on.
No, it's not
Yep,
on.
it
Because
is.
you're at a red light. Come on, I'm not stupid. I'm not.
Anytime
What
it's a
the
red
you
light.
got, bro? You can't. I'm not these other
It's on right now.
It's
on right now.
It's on with the red light.
The red light's right there.
Oh, there you go. Because the other ones had the red light on the front.
No, this
That's
one has it right
This
here.
guy is very.
Well, you also look.
This man is way too familiar with the different styles of body cams, by the way. Just way too familiar. He's like, the Axon body cam 2s have the red light in the front. You must have the upgraded version, officer.
Cameras here.
Also,
here.
You want to be a superhero cop and try to tackle me.
Not about being a superhero
And
cop.
you
It's not my
at
case.
because I didn't even go down. You thought I was going to fall to the floor.
Okay, listen. You were told to get to the floor. You didn't. You refused. You
You tried to
resisted.
tackle to the floor because I was talking to her.
We tried to place you on the ground because you were resisting.
Be an alpha cop.
You were resisting. Okay? And you were taking advantage of a young female officer.
I ain't take advantage. I talked to her about my kids before. I knew what she was. If I wanted to take advantage of her, when she grabbed me, I could have swung her into the ground and kept it going. And you would have never caught me.
Well, that's a good thing you did.
What's your name, Jumper? No, let me get a charge with something and then I'll tell you my name.
You're already charged with shoplifting. You're charged with shoplifting. Battery on a Leo, I believe, is one of them. Probably resisting, fleeing, those sort of charges. You're already charged. You're literally handcuffed to a desk at a police station. What do you think? What do you think is happening right now, sir? Tubby McGee?
The charge is shoplifting.
Exactly.
You said, let me get a charge for something.
Was the camera footage that I shoplift anything?
Okay.
Exactly. I'll wait.
That would be for loss prevention to testify in court with.
No. Because they brought me to Foreman Mills to confirm I'm the one that shoplifted. They confirmed, and then they brought me here. You guys just brought me here. So right now, I'm John Doe.
We got his name already.
Exactly.
You could just
exactly. So stop asking me my stupid questions, bro. Hate that shit. Don't need to ask. You know my name already, so you asking me for. What you asking me for?
Well,
what
we just figured it out. We just figured out your name.
Man, you just figured it out. This know me
in the
already.
car.
He know me already.
I don't think he knows you.
Yo, I don't
He's never seen you before.
Definitely a slow speed chase, just like OJ. Very slow speed chase.
He saw me. Shut the up.
Okay.
Where's my food?
It's right here.
That's not all my stuff.
You stole everything else.
No, I did not.
They have you on camera.
Where's my food?
Your food's right here, the frozen. Don't worry, it's in here. Your phone that you dropped, we got that too. Don't worry.
You been arrested here before?
Obviously.
How long ago?
A month, a week, I don't know. Wow.
We're gonna look. I'm gonna look you up here. Look your information up. Good, man. You gonna take your jacket off?
No, I'm not in business, man.
Why are you going in your shirt? That's what I'm asking you.
You're stretching my arm.
Okay, gotcha. Listen, I gotta ask these questions, y'all. That's my.
Did you search me?
He did search you. That's fine. But it doesn't mean you missed something, you know?
If you missed something, you should have been found.
Well, I just gotta make sure. I gotta make sure.
You know what? I stole everything I got.
You married? No. We could probably work on getting you something to eat, but you gotta.
You're bribing him with food now. If you tell us your name, we will get you McDonald's. Like real McDonald's. Get you a Big Mac.
Y'all gonna eat them or y'all gonna throw them in the garbage?
No, we're not gonna throw them away.
They're yours.
They're yours. They're gonna go with your property.
And my frozen food? You gonna pay the freezer?
Right.
Exactly.
It's right here. We had a freezer to put it in. We ain't got a freezer to put in. Well, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Okay? So, you have to cooperate with us, and then maybe I can get you something to eat.
I can eat my honey.
All right.
I purchased still no stolen.
The suspect was arrested and charged for retail theft, fleeing from an officer, failure to comply with an officer's instructions, and resisting arrest. If you enjoyed this video,
I think it would have been pretty funny if they said, we'll get you something to eat if you tell us your name. If you comply, you tell us your name, we'll get you something to eat. And then he does. And they just take one of those banquet frozen meals that he had in that bag and just microwaved it and gave him that. That's what you get. You get your own food. All right, I have one more video and then we'll be done for the day. This one says drunk woman meets no-nonsense cops after refusing to leave a fancy hotel. Let's watch the drunk woman in the fancy hotel.
Stand up. You're literally laying on the ground with no pants on.
What starts as a simple trespass quickly escalates into a dramatic scene. Watch as this drunk woman turns everything against herself.
What's up, buddy? She was in here, just being very disrespectful. She was like pushing that gas, almost fell she fell over there, but she almost fell over here. I grabbed her. We're just trying to verify if she is a guest here. We were trying to accommodate her, tell her, hey, go back up to your room. She just took off. She fell down a couple times, but now she's back here.
Do not do that.
We need to find out if she's a guest here.
Oh, she's
I know we're
sloshed.
her, but she does have a bracelet.
So usually that means yes, right?
Yeah, that means that she is a guest.
She is wasted. She's sloshed.
We just need to verify her.
How are you? Having too much of a good time?
I have a question for you. So,
Are you Julia?
What the are you guys doing right here? Because I'm gonna get the up and leave if I see any more people surrounding this place. And also, why are you surrounding me? I've done nothing wrong, and you're watching people, so,
Where am I taking it?
Out of here. Get me the out of here.
You don't need to sit down.
No, get me out of here.
Look, Steve Cousins. I had to see the last dude's ass, so I haven't pre-screened this video. Steve says, don't let me see her with no pants on, please. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who submitted this video. They wanted me to watch it. I'm watching it. I guess we'll find out what happens.
She signaled too.
Do you know how to go back in?
Yeah,
she's great.
she doesn't have a room here, or she does?
George. Okay. You get to go outside. Come on.
Excuse me, wait, I need to talk to my...
Ma'am, you have to go outside. They don't want you to look.
Why the are you doing this to me?
You have to go outside, man. Come on. We'll wait for...
What are you doing? I need to talk to my boyfriend.
He's on the way down. He's coming downstairs.
Do you know? How do you know this?
Listen, miss, he's going to meet you outside.
How do you know this?
I just talked to him.
Why are we talking to me?
Jerry's coming right now.
Yes, why are we talking to
Julia,
me?
could you come outside with us? I need you to
Okay,
come outside with us.
why are we talking to me?
Come outside with us, okay?
Why are we talking to me? What have I done? What the
Excuse me.
have I done?
She has to go.
Oh, well, make it clear. So give me a break if I don't give a
Okay.
about...
Listen to me. Stop screaming. If not, you're going to go to jail, okay?
Okay.
You are trespassed from this hotel. Listen.
I'm
listen.
staying here.
No, you're not allowed to stay here. If you come back,
Why?
listen to...
Wait,
Ma'am.
no, excuse me.
Xena number 2 just knocked over Xena's camera. So we're going to have to fix that. If it's fixable, it's black right now, which I don't understand what's going on, but that's what just happened. This pit bull over here that's on the ground just knocked over the whole tripod. Yikes.
Me. I'm staying here.
Yeah, you did that.
Ma'am, no, you're not staying here no more.
So why? Give me a reason.
They want you off the property, so leave the property.
Give me a reason.
I just told you, you gotta get off the property.
No, you did not
Yeah, I did.
give me a reason.
Yeah, I did.
You little. You did not.
Yeah, I did. They don't want you on the property. That's
Okay, so wait. The reason is they don't want me on the property.
Where's Jerry at?
So please, this is my.
Is that Jerry? Okay, well, you need to get her before she goes to jail.
All right, can I take her out of here?
Yeah,
Yes.
off the property completely.
Oh, property. Let me get my car.
Why the can we not?
Don't say anything, please. Otherwise, you're gonna get arrested. Okay?
Where's your car at?
It's in valet.
All right, go get it so we can get her out of here.
Is there a reason why I can't be kept here on property? I'm just curious.
They have the right to remove anybody from their
No,
property.
but I'm curious.
And you don't have to do anything.
No, but I'm just curious.
We don't know why they called us because of whatever disturbance you're causing, and they want you off the property. That's all we know. So that's it. So your boyfriend's gonna go get your bag and his bag.
Fine. I just am so
That is so true, Steve Cousins says. Those poor poor dogs don't get fed. If we don't pay up, they have to wait till the next live, which is not till like Tuesday or Wednesday. So, and I mentioned it at the beginning of the show, but it is Ava's birthday today. She is 2 years old and causing a ruckus.
Nothing to be confused about.
What am I confused about? Why
There's nothing to be confused about.
No, there absolutely is a lot to be confused about. Are you serious? So then you're stupid.
I guess I am.
Yes, that's true. So you're just stupid. That's okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
She is
We like
so
stupid
drunk.
People too. No big deal. Stupid people are people. If we were in an actual world, we'd actually be friends, I think. But
No, I don't think so.
Don't forget, guys, stupid people are people too. That is good. That's good words to live by, I guess. Stupid people are stupid. People are they're people too. I kind of blame her boyfriend for this, to be honest. Like, he knew she was wasted. What is he doing up in the room? And she's down here wasted. What's happening?
who are you? What's your name? Smith. I would like to know all of your names because I'm going to be recording them. Great. What's your other name? What's your actual name?
Smith is my name.
No, what's your first name?
You don't need my first name.
I actually do.
Okay.
I need to know your first name and your second name. I need to know every name. Yes, I do. I'm recording this.
Go ahead.
You guys are so lazy. I understand
Thank
that
you.
you guys. No, I understand.
I understand,
like,
yeah. Thank you.
No, I understand that. Like anyone in your service is going to get. So you.
We get her off. She can wait over there across the lobby.
No.
I think we'll have you.
No.
Julia, I'm the manager of the
Tell me how the.
We've got to pause this drunk bitch because we have gift memberships coming in from News Now Enemy. Thank you so much. Welcome to the new members. Don't forget, we do game night over here. And we also have a $5 super chat from Steve Cousins. Thank you all so much. 1, 2, 3. I need 6 treats. 6. I need to put in an Amazon order. We are running very low. Look at that. There's like just crumbs left in there. Oh, there's this Xena. I almost lost a finger again. There's this Xena. So gentle. That Xena's so gentle. There's this Ava. Happy birthday, Ava. Happy birthday. We'll stay on Ava here for a second. Let's stay on the birthday girl. You guys are so generous. I appreciate you so very much. And let's see if I can get this over here. There's the other Ava. Not as gentle as the first Xena. This Xena, I almost lose a finger every time.
off property. This is way too distracting.
Let's go across the street. Go across the street.
Need to wait.
Across the street.
Okay, well then push
Across
me.
the street.
Push me.
Come on.
Oh, push me.
She's gonna take a nap.
Take
You can get off. You can get off the property, or you can go to jail for trespassing. Is that what you want to do?
Jesus.
Go across the street.
Jesus Christ.
Street.
Excuse me.
Take me.
Oh, I don't even think she did that on purpose, but did you see that? Did you guys see that? She swung around and hit that cop in the face. Yep, you're going to the ground.
Street.
Excuse me.
Take me.
Oh yeah, it's over for you. She's kicking the other cops. She's kicking the other cop. She punched the one cop, and now is kicking the other cops. Oh, that's not a good night. That's not a good night.
Go to jail. Here's your arm.
Oh man.
No! No! Get the off of me!
Oh man.
Give me your arm.
No!
Your arm.
Get the off!
She crushed her coconut water, I believe it is. She's having a horrible night. Her white blouse is all dirty.
Please walk. Get up!
Oh, this is a good video. Thank you to whoever sent this to me. This is a good one.
Quick, grab my foot. You can stand up or we're going to pick you up.
Please tell me she becomes a burrito. Please.
Stand up. Stand up or we're going to pick you up. Stand up.
Stand up then.
Mr. said in the chat over here saying, if I was the boyfriend, I would at this point at least try to enjoy the hotel amenities for the rest of the evening. We know. We know Mr. Zed would not stand for this sort of behavior, by the way. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. I'm kind of blaming the boyfriend for letting this happen.
No!
Ooh.
Get off of me!
1 second.
Get off of me!
Grace.
No!
Stand up!
Stand up. You're literally laying on the ground with no pants on. Get up and get in the car.
She has a mental health condition.
Listen, she's already swung on us multiple times.
I can't.
Okay, boyfriend. Boyfriend has arrived. Boyfriend has entered the chat. Not only is she wasted, she's got a mental health condition and you just left her alone at the hotel bar? What are you doing? Why would you do that to her? To her, as if he did something to her. But why would you let that happen? Why? If you know she has a mental health condition, why would you let her get that drunk? It's crazy. At least, like, I understand you can't, she's an adult. You can't stop her. I get it. I totally get it. Women's rights and all that shit. But don't leave her alone. He was up in the room. He left her alone down there. He didn't, if this is your significant other, you don't leave her alone when she's, when this is happening. This is a recipe for disaster. He should have seen this coming.
She stepped up again. Don't you hit me?
She slipped the cuffs. She slipped. She slipped the cuffs. Oh wow. More charges.
Get that shit, you mother. She's dumb.
Yep.
Really stupid. I don't give a f. I literally don't give a f.
Just be gentle, Chef. Be gentle. She's kicking us and punching us, bro. What do you mean, be gentle? I'm sorry. We were very nice to her. We were very nice to her the whole time. My apologies. There's no being gentle anymore. It's done.
Let me out! Let me out!
Let me out! Let me out! This woman has never been told no once in her life. Not once. Not one time in her whole life has she been told no or had to comply with authority. She would act up in school and her parents would go there and defend her. I guarantee it. Her parents would go there and yell at the teachers for disciplining their daughter.
Julia, listen to me, okay? You have to remain calm, okay? I'll be there for you in the morning. Listen to me. You have to.
I'm gonna break my window.
Okay, you realize everyone's filming right now? But just stop. Just stop.
I need to hop on. God, she's gonna get my window out.
Julia, listen to me. You hit the girl. You did. You elbowed her and then started swinging, but you're on the ground. We will request the video.
How did you see that? Did someone show you that?
Multiple people said that.
Exactly, you mother.
Yeah. You're going to jail today. No, no. And you are. I'm not.
Still have disorderly. Still have trespassing. She's gonna break that. Stop! You're gonna get hobbled.
Please hobble her. Please. For the sake of my show, please do it.
Hey, Hector, here.
Stop.
Get the
Stop. Stop.
Get the
Stop resisting. Stop.
Watch your legs. Watch your legs. Can you sit up, please?
She can't slip her cuffs.
Can you sit up?
Get this off my arm! Get it the off of my arm! It hurts so.
Relax. You're doing it to yourself.
Yes. I've done nothing to myself. You guys are such pieces. Get the
up.
No, get that.
Sit up. Watch your face. Watch your face.
Get that off of me. I will not go.
Relax.
Just close that door.
The reason why they're tying you up, Julie, and hobbling you is because you will not go. If you will just go, you would not have to have that stuff on you. It's very simple.
No. You.
Oh, here we go.
You're done. That's enough.
No more.
That's enough.
All right, let's go. You're gonna get up in the car. Sit up. Stand with your feet.
You.
All right.
No.
Get in the car.
No.
Get in the car.
I don't know why the he's fighting so much. Relax, ma'am. Just relax. Stop fighting. Just stop it. You're making things so much worse.
True.
You could have been gone.
Then stop fighting.
I'm gonna.
I'd just like to remind you all she had to do was leave the property. She would not be getting arrested at all, and now she's adding charge after charge after charge after charge. All she had to do was leave. All she had to do was walk her happy ass across the street. That's it.
Down, you mother piece of dumb.
Stop resisting.
Stop.
You wanna take me down?
Close the door. Close the door.
She is handcuffed. We have hobbled. She's hobbled right now, so we'll probably hobble each leg to the bed. She'll stay handcuffed. Oh yeah, she's been fighting. So what happened? I'll tell you. I'm on camera.
She's gonna start kicking and stuff, so.
Come on.
Not a. Don't. Stop it.
Stand up. Use your feet.
Ow. This is like.
Stand up. You need to use your legs to stand up.
You. Get the off of me.
Grab that arm.
Just off. You. Get the away from me.
You have a blanket or something?
Good assistance.
Here, let me check her back seat before you throw her in there.
Oh my god, you guys, look at this.
Put your pants up.
Oh my god, this is terrible.
You want to hold them up?
What am I doing?
Oh, my bad. Here. Right there. Sit down. That's just a little bit of sand.
Scarface on that. That was just a joke.
That was a good joke.
Because I just saw that movie recently.
Take a nap.
I was muted. I was trying to figure out where they were. I believe they're in Florida, which is perfect because our outro song is about Florida man. Now, of course, that was a Florida woman, but Jeremy, the boyfriend, definite Florida man, right? Definite Florida man. So coming up this week, all right, I'll give them another treat. I know I was muted. You guys are calling me out. I'll do it. Oh, Mike, good way to end the show, right? Here's the birthday girl. Look at her. She's staring into your soul. Yes, she is. And Princess Xena. Oh, for her. And the other Xena is actually over here. Here you go, other Xena. Oh, I almost lost a thumb that time. Almost lost a thumb. Yes, I was muted. When I talk with the mic muted, the dogs get an extra treat. I don't make the rules. I just work here. It's so weird that the restream chat stopped working and then it started working again for like 2 chats and now it's not working again. Very weird. Hopefully it works next time. Okay, so coming up this week, depending on my co-host for Booze and Body Cams is in the middle of a move, right? So depending on how his week goes, it's not going to be Wednesday probably that we do Booze and Body Cams. It's usually on Wednesday. If we do it, it will be on Tuesday this week, not on Wednesday. That is if. That's a big if. We don't know. We may not do it at all. But if we do it, it will be on Tuesday. Maybe I'll pop on Tuesday either way. Even if Kfar can't be here, I'll pop on and watch a couple body cam videos just because we didn't do one this week because he was supposed to move and then that felt it's a whole thing. I'm not getting into it. It's a whole thing. And then next Sunday, I believe Colin's going to be on with me next Sunday. She's knocking down the camera again. Extra Xena's knocking down the camera again. I believe Colin is going to be on with me next Sunday, but we planned this like a month and a half ago and we haven't touched base. So don't quote me on that. It may or may not happen. Either way, I hope all of you have a great rest of your evening. I hope you have a great week and we will see you sometime in the next coming week. We should probably get the outro going. All right. Thanks for joining me, guys. Bye.
First Florida man was hurting Endo de Soto. First Florida man.